Do you struggle with letting go of the character defects you used to use as a shield to protect yourself?
Man, a lot of people have this struggle, and we're going to talk about that today here on My Sober Truth. Well, it's May 9th, and it's time for another double shot of My Sober Truth. Walking through fear.
Ooh.
I love this. In fact, there was so much about this reading that I think we've read it so many times, and each time we come back to this, we go, ooh, ooh, ooh. This line that the writer wrote says, I became aware that all of my defects of character stem from my need to feel secure and loved.
Wow.
I know that hit me between the eyes because I think about my life, my walk, my struggles, and so many things that I chose to do because I had this empty place in my heart.
That's right.
And when how many people have we talked to that have been on this journey? They have a similar story that, it's not the substance that they chose that caused the addiction, but something that happened way before.
Right.
And I think that's why in every 12-step program we see people focus on this concept, these character defects.
Right.
As you started this journey, we've talked about your walk a lot, but what were you afraid to let go of? Coming into recovery, coming into the beginning of this journey, what did you fear letting go of?
I was scared to let go. I talked about it before in other episodes, but it's the fear of letting go of that wall.
Right.
That crush, that exterior that I had built up around that protected me. It allowed me to not care.
Right.
It allowed me to be this person that I had built myself into what I was. The flip side of that was I didn't like that person very much. I'd done a lot of stuff that I wasn't proud of. So it's this dichotomy of this is the thing that protected me, but it's also the thing that's doing me a ton of damage. And I like what you already talked about, that thing from the reading today where talked about the need to feel secure and be loved.
Right.
And for so many of us, our addictions stem from not wanting to feel the way that we feel.
Right.
And it comes from this place of hurt and trauma. And I'm not even always sure, how you get it. Like for me, I look back and I'm not even sure, I don't know how much trauma I had, but there were definitely, I definitely didn't feel like I was enough. I didn't feel like I was good enough. I didn't feel like I was tough enough. I didn't feel like I was strong enough. There was definitely feelings of feeling less than. And those feelings made me seek things to help me not feel that way, which is where the mind-altering substances come in. I would say that I still do have a bit of an addictive personality. If I like a little bit of something, then a lot must be better.
Right.
There's an old joke we tell in recovery circles that a lot of people might not find funny, but those of us in recovery circles definitely find it funny, If the medicinal world, if drug manufacturers come out with a new pill that cured addiction, first thing I'd ask is, wonder what two of them will do. So, I do have a bit of an addictive personality, but there's something else that fed that, and that was that need to fill up this hole that I had inside of me. And the wall protected me.
Right. Right.
So,
absolutely. And that's what we do. I mean, as human beings, it's such a basic thing to feel loved, feel secure, because
Right.
the opposite is to feel unloved, to feel unsafe in that situation. And, you mentioned I couldn't define one overarching trauma. The majority of the people I've talked to are in that boat.
Right.
It's not the big things that matter,
Right.
but sometimes it's the lies that we pick up along the way. Like you said, I don't matter, all this other stuff. And then we start building up a persona around ourselves. We start building a lie. We start living a lie because we're ashamed of who we are.
Right.
And if we have that little bit of an addictive personality,
Right.
it just sucks us in because all of a sudden here's this thing that makes us feel good about ourselves, even if it's for a temporary period of time.
Yeah.
But that's never the root cause.
Right.
The root cause, we got to go back because we want to feel basically loved and secured. And, you know, as you go through this fifth step, as we do all this stuff, we're unmasking all the lies we built around ourselves, and we're getting down to our true self.
Absolutely.
You know, and the truth is you might not 100% like that person right now, but it's okay because you're in process.
Exactly.
Even being willing to take the step and walk through this process, you're going to be in a better place. And you're going to be laying a foundation to be able to become the person that you really want to become.
Right.
Absolutely. So I'd ask you the question of what you're afraid to let go of beginning in the journey. And I'd like to pose that same question to our watchers today as we wrap up.
Absolutely.
If that's possible. So if you're watching this, and this is for anybody watching, not just people who've done the fifth step, but what were you if you've done the fifth step, or what are you if you haven't done it yet?
Right.
What were or are you afraid to let go of, and why? It's important. Take a few moments, put your answers down in the comments below. We can't wait to read what you have to say, and we can't wait for your comments to inspire someone else today.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And so on that note, for My Sober Truth, I'm Mark.
Hey, and I'm Sean, and here's hoping that today you stay drunk with success. Love y'all. Hi, folks. Thanks for watching. If you're ready for another round of My Sober Truth, then belly on up to mysobertruth.com and click on the double shot button today. There you'll find the daily inspiration, encouragement, and support that'll help you stay clean, on track, and growing in every area of your life. Be sure to subscribe to this channel, and if you got a minute, stick around, watch another video. Love y'all.